Hello everybody! Hope you're all safe and well. Pete here, currently here at Universal Studios Florida. The park opens in about 30 minutes, so I'm going to rope drop it, so to speak, and get in there first thing and maximise the day ahead. I am absolutely buzzing, cannot wait to go on a few rides. I think I'm going to be strategically trying to get the thrill ones out first thing. I've not ate, so the stomach's empty in preparation for a few thrill rides, and after that I'll get some to eat, a bite to eat, and see where the day takes us. I'm going to be sharing lots of hints and tips throughout the video. Hopefully it will help you when you come and visit Universal. First little tip for you guys, you see behind me the iconic Universal globe. Now it's a great photo opportunity, and what a lot of people do is they walk sort of round towards it, standing in front of it, whereas if you come here, which is on the steps right next to the ferry port station just behind me, so if you see the ferry boats, that's where they come in from the hotels. If you come up the steps here, you get a great viewpoint to get your pics with the globe in the background, a little bit of water in the skyline without lots of people, because it's very hard to get a photo round the corner because there's loads and loads of other people doing the same thing. So first little tip for you this morning. I checked out of the Rosen Inn International this morning, got in an Uber, made my way along to Surfside Inn and Suites at the Endless Summer Resort on property here at Universal, and I just jumped on one of the free transportation buses from Surfside over to City Walk. I've made my way along here to Universal Studios Florida. Currently there's a little breeze in there, a little bit chilly for some I suppose, but I'm in shorts and t-shirt. I know within an hour or so it's going to warm up to a point where I'm going to be absolutely boiling, and I'm happy with that. So it's about half an hour before the park actually officially opens, but it's a Sunday morning, so it's the weekend and the queues are starting to build a little bit, so I'm going to jump into the queue and take advantage of early queue times this morning. The earlier you get into the park, in theory the quieter it will be. Therefore get up, get out of bed early, maximise your day. I always say getting up early is one of the best tips you can follow, because it maximises your day, allows you to get a few of the most popular rides done with shorter queue times. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. That's me in the park. It is 5 to 9. The gates usually open about 10 minutes before the official opening time, allow guests to come in. My initial plan was to go on Rip Ride Rocket first, however it's not going to be possible just yet. It doesn't open until 9:15, so a little tip there for you guys. When you are planning your day, if you're going to be coming first thing for park opening, be aware that not all rides open as soon as the park opens. A lot of them do open when the park opens, but many of them have a bit of a staggered opening. So Rip Ride Rocket, there she is there. Woofed. That is not due to open until 9:15. Therefore, I'm going to shuffle my plans. Not a massive disaster, will not let us ruin the day in any shape or form. But I'm going to head round, I think, to probably the most popular ride in the park, which is Harry Potter Escape from Gringotts at Diagon Alley. That is where most people will probably be going first of all, because that is the ride that has the longest queues, typically in Universal Studios Florida. Another beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. It's due to be mid-70s again, around about 24 degrees. So absolutely delighted with that. Low humidity as well in February. Low humidity as well in March, which is also pleasing. So absolutely perfect conditions. Sun is shining. Happy days, people, happy days. If you're planning your first trip to Universal and you are looking to experience all the Harry Potter world attractions, in Universal Studios Florida, the main sort of Harry Potter world area is called Diagon Alley. Now, it is worthwhile noting that it is not obvious where it is. So we're just walking along the street here, and on your left you will see the underground Leicester Square station. Right next to that is a couple of holes in the wall where people are walking through. That is where you want to go. I have spoken to loads of people who have come here without much knowledge and walked straight past this. Though when you do get through the wall, you will find a very immersive Diagon Alley. It is absolutely stunning. And a perfect portrayal of what exists in the films. Now, that dragon does breathe fire periodically. It's hard to predict, but it does shoot out fire. So we have made it around to escape from the Gringotts. There's not even a queue time at the minute because the stand opens at 9 AM and it's 9:03, so it should be open. You do have to put anything bigger than a fanny pack in a locker. So I'm just going to do that now. So you guys are going in the locker. That's me off Gringotts. Fantastic little ride. Quite thrilling, depends on your sort of threshold with thrilling rides. I remember when I came here on honeymoon in 2015 and I was holding on for absolute dear life. The ride hasn't changed, I suppose, just my kind of threshold and mentality, and the more worried you are, the sort of worse it will be type thing sometimes, you know. It's just kind of in here, but great fun on that ride anyway. And it's 9:25 now, so I'm going to make my way to the Mummy and then on to Rip Ride Rocket. Rip Ride Rocket is closing shortly later this year, so I won't have too many more opportunities to ride it. I am back again in May, but I'll have a quick turn today, I think. The park has been open for about 30 minutes now and it is starting to get busy. As you can see, lots of people have sort of flowed through the turnstiles, and it's only going to get busier and busier today, especially being a weekend. If you are here for a couple of weeks on your trip, and you're going to take a couple of rest days, I would suggest that your rest days fall on the weekend because typically they are busier in the parks. So just walking through New York, I can see Rip Ride Rocket in the background going on the second dip. Be on that soon. Approaching the Mummy ride. I have double backed on myself, which isn't the most logical way to make your way around the theme park. However, in terms of strategizing the sort of rides and getting them done and experiencing them at the right time, it's worth considering. If you just walked in blind, I suppose you would take first ride as it comes, but then you are risking it and sort of gambling with the wait times. I always prefer to wait as little as possible in the queues whilst enjoying all the attractions here at Universal. There we go, one of my favourite rides in the park. If not my favourite, yep, I'd probably say it's my favourite ride in Universal Studios Florida, Revenge of the Mummy. Can't help but smile coming off the Revenge of the Mummy. For me, if you can combine thrills and theming, you're on to a winner. I think that's why Hagrid's Magical Motorbike Adventure over in Islands of Adventure is so popular, because the theming on that ride is tremendous, yet it is also very, very thrilling. For me, it's the best combination you can have with a theme park ride, thrilling and theming. You often get amazing themed rides or amazing thrill rides. It's hard to combine the two of them, but I think certainly with Hagrid's that is phenomenal, and the Revenge of the Mummy does a good job of that too. So we walk on round. It is, what time is it now? 9:45, and it's time for Rip Ride Rocket. The bit I always fear the most on this ride is the climb, the vertical climb. I've only done this ride a few times and never have I opened my eyes on that climb. I don't think that's going to change today, to be honest. There she goes. you don't actually go upside down in this ride, because at the top of that loop it kind of twists round, so you're never really upside down at any point. Fun fact. Well, that is me off Rip Ride Rocket. Just to confirm, I did open my eyes on the way up. Only for a brief moment though. I was so nervous. I hate that vertical lift. And the drop, I forgot how big the drop is. But yeah, glad I did it. Filled with adrenaline now, absolutely buzzing. 10 past 10. Been in the park for an hour and 15 minutes and I've done Escape from Gringotts, Revenge of the Mummy and Rip Ride Rocket. It was showing a 45-minute wait, so as I'm just myself, I jumped in a single rider line and it only took about 10 minutes, so definitely worthwhile for me to do that this morning. Probably could take less. I was offered the back row 3 times. Made that mistake before, did not want a headache for the rest of the day. So, right, time I think for some breakfast. I've not ate yet. No, not going on those thrill rides. The stomach needs to be empty for those for sure, so I'm going to grab myself some breakfast and recharge my Coca-Cola Freestyle cup for the day and get well hydrated. Had a quick 1 litre of water with an electrolyte sachet this morning just to sort of get me off to a good start. Even in the low season, and today's March the 1st, the sun is beaming, it's beautiful all day, so you need to stay hydrated. So right, let's go and get some tea. 10:15 on a Sunday morning. We've got Minion Blast at 5-minute wait, and Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, a lot more popular, that's showing a 50-minute wait. Time for me to get something to eat, I'm starving. I'm going to pop in the Day Cafe, grab myself some breakfast, maybe a pastry, something sweet to start us off I think, and also recharge the Coca-Cola Freestyle cup. I think I can recharge it in there, I hope so. I will find out in a wee moment. Right guys, I got myself a chocolate and hazelnut cream filled croissant. It was $4.79 plus tax. Also charged $11.99 to refill the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine. I got myself a Sprite in it. Right guys, currently halfway through this beauty. It is absolutely delicious. If you like a sweet treat and chocolate and hazelnut, this will do you. Kind of crispy on the outside with the chocolate and the hazelnut pieces, and inside you've got this soft chocolatey hazelnut mousse that is absolutely delightful. Very, very happy with this indeed. To be fair, I could eat almost anything. It does not take much to please me, but this is right up there. You know what? I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. It is delicious. That's me just leaving the Day Cafe after that chocolate and hazelnut cream filled croissant. $4.79 plus tax. Absolutely beautiful. 5 out of 5. I tell you what, that was delightful. I really, really enjoyed that. A little croissant breakfast for me today. Very, very nice. Got a wee refill on the recharge the Coca-Cola Freestyle cup as well. It was $11.99 plus tax, so that makes it $12.77. Yesterday everyone I asked was telling me it was $12.77 plus tax. I thought that's a strange base price. But there you go. Right, I'm going to have a wee look in the Brown Derby gift shop. Just the Brown Derby gift shop is exclusively for annual pass and team members. So I'm going to go in here, see if there's any bargains to be had. I'm not massive into character meet and greets, however, when I was walking past, Marge and Homer came out, so I thought why not, you might as well when you've got the opportunity. I'll pop in the photo now for you. A little photo with Homer and Marge. Met Spider-Man yesterday. It's been some weekend for meeting my kind of heroes from my childhood. After a busy start to the morning riding rides and then grabbing something to eat there in the Day Cafe, just wandering past Hollywood and coming up to Central Park. I'm going to take a little break in Central Park, just sit for 10-15 minutes, relax and enjoy the weather. I think I'll maybe phone home as well, catch up with the people back home. It's always something to remember, guys. The parks are busy, fun-filled days, but take little moments just to sit back and relax and enjoy your time here, or just take a break. Got myself a strawberry Powerade Zero. Become quite fond of them the last couple of days. I just randomly picked it when I bought my cup to start with, but it's kind of really cold, tasty. I prefer non-fizzy stuff, just easier to drink, I suppose. Full of electrolytes, so it's probably kind of making me feel nice and hydrated, which is exactly what I need. So just walking through Central Park, it's nice and quiet here. It is a little area to kind of chill out. I really like it. Look over the water. Whoop, spilt that a little. So yeah, just going to take a few minutes just to relax and chill here for a bit. See what we're going to do next. Just walking past Transformers The Ride 3D. Currently showing a 25-minute wait. It's not too bad. Round the corner we've got the Blues Brothers getting ready for their show. I would definitely consider watching the Blues Brothers show. Just a wee place to take a wee pit stop, have a bit of entertainment. I remember as a family when I was younger, my mum especially used to absolutely love it. So yeah, just sit back, chill out, listen to music, get up, have a wee dance if you like as well. Some folk get involved, why not? Enjoy yourself. So I have stopped, I've had a quick break and called home. Swung back around to Transformers The Ride 3D. It's showing 35 minutes now, up 10 minutes. The park must be getting busier. But there's a single ride available, a single rider queue available here, so I'm going to jump in that and have a wee shot, and then I'll let you know if it was successful or not.
You guys are my navigators, so if anyone sees trouble... Uh-oh, that's trouble, all right. Watch out! It's Ravage! He's after the Allspark!
That's me just out of Transformers, and happy to report it was showing 35-minute wait, single rider line. I was on and off in 15 minutes. Great little ride, though. If you've got a sore back in any shape or form, be very wary on it. It's quite juttery. I do have a bad back and just sort of did feel it, but yeah, I would definitely be wary of it. If you do suffer from a bad back or back neck, it is quite juttery, but I enjoyed it. Great little ride. Here we are, approaching Men in Black Alien Attack. A bonus of this ride is the air conditioning is absolutely superb. So if it's a warm day like today and you need a little break from the sunshine, jump in here. The attraction's great fun and the air conditioning is superb, so you get cooled down as well. Currently showing a 20-minute wait and the single rider line is open, so that will be virtually a walk on, I'm sure. What a view of the whole park just next to Men in Black. You see all the way back there to Rip Ride Rocket roller coaster. Absolutely stunning day here in Orlando. What a pleasure it is to be here. Well, that's me out of Men in Black, and great news to report. 236,000, a new record high score for myself. Absolutely delighted with that. Now, before you hit me up in the comments, I fully appreciate you can get 999,000, but to be fair, if you'd seen some of my previous attempts, you would be quite impressed, and you're only competing against yourself at it anyway. I was the highest in the cart, so I kind of won our little game in the cart, which was good as well. In terms of the queue, pretty much just walked straight onto it. There was no one in front of me in single rider, and the actual queue looked very, very low. I think the main wait is just kind of going through the kind of pre-show aspect. If it is your first time experiencing the attraction, you may want to go through the full queue. Some of the sort of pre-show and queue areas are quite impressive, especially the Harry Potter attractions. Otherwise though, if you're happy to be split up, single rider line will definitely give you a shorter queue. However, you will be split up 9 times out of 10. The last couple of days when I've been doing single rider, I have seen a couple of parties of 2 get to stay together, and that's just by pure luck, but 9 times out of 10 they will split you up. Well guys, that's 1 o'clock, just before 1 o'clock now. I have had an absolute sensational morning here in Universal Studios Florida. I have managed to do Rip Ride Rocket, I did Escape from the Gringotts, I did Revenge of the Mummy, I did Men in Black. Fantastic attractions to experience, really enjoyed it. I got a snack from my beautiful croissant from Today's Cafe, and a wee mosey around the Brown Derby annual pass member shop for the discounted goods. Didn't buy anything, but not to worry. I'm going to take a little break now. It's getting warmer, it's getting busier. I've been up very early, so I'm going to take a break for a couple of hours. I'll probably come back to the parks this evening. But here, I hope you've enjoyed me sharing the experience with you this morning. I hope you've picked up a few hints and tips. That's me just heading out now. Sitting here at Volcano Bay, I've just popped along here for an hour or two. I was recording a Volcano Bay hints and tips video. That should be out shortly, so if you've got a trip coming up, please watch it, that'd be greatly appreciated. Hopefully that might help you enjoy your trip. The plan was for me to go back to Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure this evening. It's currently sort of 3:30, I'm pretty tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the motel. I'm staying at Surfside Inn and Suites tonight. I'm going to head back there for an hour or two, see how I feel, and we'll go from there. Theme parks are open till 8 o'clock, so if I decide I can come back later, I've still got plenty of time. But it's one thing to remember when you're here in Orlando, Florida, you don't have to run about mad and crazy to have a good time. Listen to your body, listen to how you're feeling. If for whatever reason you're tired or you're just not up for it, then take a rest, take a break, change your plans, do something else. I'm thinking I might go along to Premium Outlets, I might hang about the pool, might grab a nice meal. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but what I do know is that I need to go back and have a bit of a rest, so I'll go and do that now. Okay guys, since we last spoke, I got myself over here to Surfside Inn and Suites at Universal Endless Summer Resort. Checked in, first time I've stayed in this hotel, and so far really like it. Really like the sort of theming and the atmosphere. It's quite a kind of relaxed, chilled out sort of place, just like kind of you would expect a Surfside place to be. I laid down there for about an hour. I didn't fall asleep. I thought I was going to, but probably better off not. Just in terms of trying to sleep tonight. Feeling a bit refreshed, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip downstairs, jump on the bus back over to Universal, go to City Walk, maybe Islands of Adventure. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to go on any rides or exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get on the bus, get back over there. It's about 5:30. Theme parks are open till 8 o'clock. City Walk's open till later on. At least what I'm definitely going to do is I'm going to get myself something to eat because I'm hungry. So instead of kind of laying about, as I kind of half thought, I wasn't feeling great. I was feeling quite dodgy earlier, so I always say, guys, don't force it, don't push the day. If you're not feeling great, have a rest. Know when to take your breaks and your rests over here. They're full on days, you're on your feet all day long. I think yesterday did about 25,000 steps. So that reminds me, make sure you wear the good, comfortable footwear when you're over here. I kind of wear running trainers. Lots of people do, so yep, pick your comfortable walking trainers, because I did about 25,000 steps yesterday. I think I've done about 15,000 today so far. So yep, I'm going to nip downstairs, we're going to get on a bus, get back over to Universal, and at bare minimum I'm going to grab something to eat at City Walk, and potentially I might go into Islands of Adventure and do a ride or two. I'm not really sure. I was feeling a bit dodgy earlier, so we'll see how we go. So I've made it back over to Universal Orlando. I nipped down for the bus and then had to run back upstairs and get my jumper. It's a Beetlejuice hoodie I'm sporting, a little different to the usual white t-shirt. It's a bit breezy this evening, so a little chill, and the air's cooled down a fair bit. So yep, definitely needed a jumper on for this evening, that's for sure. My jumper came from Primark in the UK. I got it for 10 quid, absolute bargain. When I saw it for a tenner in Primark, I thought that'll do me absolutely perfect for my travel days. Nice, I always love a hoodie on the plane just to put the hood up to sleep. But as it's a bit chilly tonight and there's a breeze, I had to pop it back on just for a little bit of heat. Welcome to Universal Orlando Resort. Tomorrow's home day. I'm going to miss this, so I am. I've enjoyed it the past few days. A lot quieter walking in tonight, being a Sunday evening, than what it was last night, being a Saturday evening. Definitely must be one of the busiest days and nights to come to the theme parks is on a Saturday for sure. A whole lot of people coming out, a lot more people walking out than what there is walking in, which is a great sign. Only about 2 hours left of the park tonight until close. I'd looked at the wait times before I left my hotel, and Hagrid's was shown as an extended delay. However, since I've arrived back, I've noticed that it's back up, so that'll help with all the other queue times. Taking a look at the queue times, Hagrid's is 75 minutes, Velocicoaster 75 minutes, Skull Reign of Kong's only 5 minutes, might jump on that. Hulk Coaster 20 minutes, that's perfect as well. I've not done the Hulk yet. Right, I'm going to head round to Skull Reign of Kong, start myself off there. As I walk along, the park still feels relatively busy, but most of the wait times are good. Certainly not going to complain with that, though I am starting to feel really hungry as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to get, not sure what I'm in the mood for, but I am starting to feel really peckish. I think I might have a dinner and a sweet treat. Do you know what I'd love? I'd love a nice ice cream. I don't think I've had an ice cream this trip yet, and I absolutely love my ice cream, so I might do that. The weather definitely has cooled down a little bit. Now, I can tell you one thing for sure, when it gets colder like it is now, there's one ride I would not like to be on. And that is Dudley Doolittle's Rips Off Falls. Every log coming down, to be fair, is empty so far. Coming off that ride wet, you'll be absolutely freezing. And I think most other people have the same idea. Avoid this ride when it gets colder. Oh no, here we go. Some people glutton for punishment. Oh my word. Oh no, thank you. Fair play to them, enjoying themselves. Oh look, there's another full barge. Whoa! No, thank you. Fair play to them. Loving it. Good on you. Enjoy yourself. Another one. Wow, they're going to feel the cold now, I bet. Here we have it. Skull Island, Reign of Kong. 5-minute wait. It'll be a complete walk on. Exactly what I like. Let's go on. That is freaky. Just in case you got confused, that wasn't me on the screen, that was Kong himself. Much prefer that ride without the 3D glasses. I know everyone doesn't feel that way, but for me the kind of plastic around the edge of the 3D glasses just restricted the view so much. I just think you see much more. I was in the third row as well, which isn't the best vantage point. You're kind of further towards the back of the truck is the better vantage point, but yeah, nice to get back in the park this evening and do an attraction for sure. Wasn't sure I was going to make it, so happy with that, absolutely. High Grids and Velocicoaster have both now increased an 80 and 90 minute wait. It's too long for me tonight, I'm not going to be bothering with that. Back's sore as well, so probably shouldn't be chancing it on a roller coaster with a sore back. But I'm starving, so let's go and get something to eat here. I'm going to have to have a good think about what I want. I think I'll definitely get some sort of dinner and some sort of sweet treat as well. Hungry now. I just realised I've barely ate today. I had that chocolate filled croissant this morning in Universal, and then I've had the tacos at Volcano Bay. Worthwhile mentioning, guys, is I often talk about staying hydrated, but also remember to eat. You need the food for energy, for all the walking around in the long days, so it's a mistake that I often make. My appetite's never that strong when it's so warm. But yeah, I'm going to go and correct that anyway now and get something to eat. It's one thing I can do well is eat. So stick to your strengths, let's go and get some food here. Just off for a pretzel with cheese. $7.99 plus tax. A classic theme park snack, one that I absolutely love. I just hope they have cheese sauce because they sometimes run out at this time of the day, so we'll see. Well guys, I got my pretzel, sadly without the cheese. Absolutely gutted. I adore the dipping cheese that you get with this. However, I'm starving, so we're going to have to get into it. I'll let you know how it tastes. Well, some kind of good news. Got my cheese sauce. Walked 100 yards into Seuss Landing with my pretzel. Already 3/4 of the way through it, and saw there was another pretzel stand. So went up and explained I bought my pretzel. I didn't get any cheese sauce. Did I get some cheese sauce? But I had to buy it because I was asked, did you pay for any cheese sauce? I was like, I don't know. I assumed I did. I just assumed I paid for it and they didn't have any. I'm not sure. I said, but you know, feeling a bit on the spot and on the back foot, I did say to her, look, I'm happy to pay for it if I need to. I was charged $2.14. Jeez, oh, been ripped off. Anyway, the pretzel, just to let you know, has obviously been sitting for a couple of hours, so it's not very fresh. So don't buy a pretzel late on in the day because it won't be fresh if you've got the same luck as me. So I'm going to give this experience a 1 out of 5. Buying a pretzel that doesn't have cheese sauce available, that's sort of been in the heater too long and it's chewy, and then approaching the next pretzel stand to explain this and then being charged for the cheese sauce. Not good, Universal. You've let me down a little bit here. Well guys, that's me now out of Islands of Adventure, and that brings today's vlog to an end. I've really enjoyed bringing you along with my experience here today. I hope you've enjoyed me sharing it with you. Hope you've picked up a few hints and tips. Started off with Universal Studios, been over Islands of Adventure this evening. A little rest in between time as you do. But look, thanks for watching. If you wouldn't mind, hit the thumbs up like button, hit the subscribe button, all the usual stuff really helps the channel. I'll see you next time. Cheers guys.